Every so often, a television show comes along with the power to change the world. A show like Drawn Together. The world's first ever animated reality show, yet greater than the sum of its parts. Drawn Together was more animated and more real than any show before.
Drawn Together, in terms of its contributions and the ones it's made to television, I believe deserve a place right next to Archie Bunker's chair in the Smithsonian. This is as important as Peanuts or The Grinch That Stole Christmas, and I'm staying in the animated category. I think this transcends animation.
In a world so divided, Drawn Together managed to make us all come together.
I want you inside me.
I think Drawn Together brought something really special to television. It gave our viewers something different, because everything out there is censored, and I think that, we don't live in a censored world. And I think it's really important, especially for children, to be exposed to these things, because someone has to.
A show that wasn't afraid to tackle the tough issues.
I love racism!
This is the gayest kid show I've ever seen!
I think the lasting impact of Drawn Together will be how an animated show could be fearless, that an animated show doesn't need to be afraid of boundaries because Drawn Together has none, and that they weren't afraid to push any envelope and pushed all of them. Just to be a part of a show that was that fearless is something I don't think the animated world has really seen before or may ever see again.
Get a hold of yourself, Waldor! Ow! Don't you hit him! Ow!
Oh yeah, punchy party!
Drawn Together, a show that touched us all in our most special place, our hearts.
Drawn Together, at the end of the day, actually, I really am sort of proud of the contribution that I think it made to television. Whether or not what you see on the show makes you laugh or offends the hell out of you, at least it elicits a response, because the opposite of love actually is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference, which means you just don't care. So if you're watching Drawn Together and you laugh, that's awesome. If you watch and you go, oh my God, that's the most disgusting thing in the world, at least they still provoked a passionate response from you.
I just think the contribution is laughter. And once you get over the laughter and look at some of the racial statements they're making and some of the statements about inequality and sexuality and the statements about the entertainment industry, it's funny, but it's also the truth.
Hey, you know what I thought of that show?
As we draw the curtain on this animated chapter in television history, Drawn Together's legacy remains. Not only that it changed television, but that it changed us all.